going on, guys? My name is Chris Holacek, and this is another session of Holla Sessions. And today's topic is harvest time. Now, harvest, obviously for farmers, is a great thing. It's when all the work you put in to growing your crops, you're able to gather them and enjoy the fruits of your labor. Yeah, this isn't going to be a farming video, but it's just the analogy I'm using. When it comes to crops, it could be anything we're working on. You put work into something constantly, and you pivot whenever you need to make pivots, and you continually grow, learn and learn. Then that's when you start seeing the harvest of your labor. Especially like one of my previous videos talking about finding your purpose. You found your purpose and you're starting to put work into that. You start seeing results. That's one of the best feelings ever. It's you reap what you sow. I just had some recent blessings come in that past 3 months have been kind of hell for me, but I'm starting to see some of the works of my labor come in. I was mentioning about Airbnb, how I had those smokers in my house, and I was trying to get reimbursement. Well, turns out that reimbursement came through. They gave me the full reimbursement. I did end up giving them a bad review because they didn't seem very remorseful what they did. So is what it is. I feel like justice has been served in that case, thank God. And then also got a long-term renter for my Airbnb recently, which brought in a nice little extra pocket of cash. Or he's staying for 2 weeks because I'm out for like 2.5 weeks. So the house is being occupied that whole time. It's a good feeling because you're not wasting any money, or as my buddy says, there's heads in the beds. So you're making good income doing that now. And then also on top of that, I had a scare about the IRS and stuff with it's my first year claiming Airbnb on my taxes and the healthcare stuff. I thought I was going to owe a refund, but luckily my buddy's wife, who's a CPA, kind of helped me through some things, and we ended up getting to work it out to where I ended up getting a nice refund. So not only do I not owe taxes, but I get a little extra back. And this is all coming at once, and it's funny how that works. And also I'm about to hear back from my boss about whether get moved on full-time or get a raise or both, and sounds like I'm going to get either one or the other or both. So regardless of what outcome, it's still going to improve things, and I'm very happy. I'm starting to reap what I sow. That, and I've been doing getting back into doing YouTube with my music, and I've adapted a whole bunch of new techniques for recording, not just for sound but for video work, and I'm starting to really hustle, get into that a little more on top of doing these talking videos. And in fact, in these talking videos, I found a little hacky with shorts, try to get more content out on a daily basis instead of every 3 days. So I've been really up in the ante on my work, and it's starting to show. Like I'm starting to get more views on my YouTube channel, on my music channel. This one's still kind of slow picking up, but that's okay. I expected that, and getting the reps in. Starting to see, my harvest finally come in after a few months of grinding away and, dealing with obstacle after obstacle. And I'm just very, very thankful. And a lot of times God will bring your blessings in all at once. Kind of like sometimes throws all the obstacles at you at one time. Well, same with blessings. So you really never know what to expect when it comes to that. All you can do is just keep praying, keep working every day towards what you want and what you're trying to manifest. And eventually you'll start to see results. And, may take only a week or so, or could take months or even a year, a couple years. You're going to eventually see something. If you keep grinding away at it, eventually something's going to happen. And of course, too, you're learning from each time you go at it with whatever you're doing. You learn different ways to pivot, different ways to implement changes that are going to improve your results. And not just improve results, but, you enjoy what you're doing, then, it's not going to feel like work. So you're just improving your purpose, improving, this gift God gave you, working towards that. I don't think there's a better feeling in the world than, getting what you finally work towards. Anyways, I don't have as much to say on this as I thought, but the biggest thing is keeping the faith, keep working away, and eventually you're going to see a harvest from your crops. Anyways, hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please do like and subscribe to my channel. Helps me get the message out to more and more people. And with that being said, Holla is hollering out.